Hey guys, Kakarot197 again. This time with an unboxing of the 144th scale high-grade Gundam Aesculepius from the G-Unit manga series. And it is always quite rare when a manga series is, or in G-Unit's case, was popular enough to get model kit releases. And G-Unit got quite a few model kit releases, even like a third-party one a couple of years ago. And I gotta say, the units are pretty over the top looking, like quite a lot going on with this thing. I also love the box art for this. I only noticed this when I was looking at the box earlier, but in the back, in kind of shiny orangey, you have the line art for the transformed mode of the Gundam Aesculepius. It also has it here on the side, and I don't know why, but the transformed mode of the Gundam Aesculepius always reminded me of like an underwater use mobile suit, even though it was never used underwater, and as far as I know, it was only ever used in space. It comes with like a bunch of stuff. Also really cool with these model kits is that they do actually come with clear weapons. Oh well, clear beam effect parts. You just have the same. On the side we have the LO booster, which this thing was actually developed from. Also, if you want to read G-Unit, it was officially licensed in English by Tokyo Pop, if I remember correctly, and in French by Pika Edition, and maybe even a few other ones. So let's open her up and see what's inside. The first thing we get. The joy of the 90s model kit. That is a significant amount of stickers, and even for something as major as the claws that were used, I had to go on the top, and it would have just been so nice, even for an old school 144th scale kit, to have those as actual plastic, which is then pretty contrasted by, if I can show it, but it doesn't want to go down, the actual beam effect part. Oh, we even got two of those clear beams, and even though it is a beam toothpick, at the very least it is molded in clear plastic, so you can actually paint it and it looks kind of like a beam effect. One thing I did notice is that these beam sabers are still in closed mode, and when you look at the box art, the beam saber is apparently supposed to open up. But that is probably an effect that was way too difficult to pull off back in the day on a 144th scale kit. Also, we are going to get a bunch of leftover parts because this is kind of a remold of the LO booster, because it does have like the LO booster's backpack. I do wonder how much of these parts you could actually still use on this thing to kind of make your own little creation out of it. So that is that. And also probably because this is a remold, it suffers from a very severe case of remold syndrome. At least one good thing is that just by looking at it like this, the face does look very good, which tended to be an issue with the Gundam Wing kits. Also, we have some clear marking stickers. Kind of reminds me of the stuff that we would get with the 08th MST model kits. Then we have a bunch of purple, and I feel like I missed the... Oh no! I just wanted to say that I feel that I missed the claws, but the claws are just molded together and formed these giant purple bricks. That would be fun if you wanted to make it completely color accurate without using any of the stickers. And here we go, the Gundam Aesculepius in its full glory. One cool thing about these was the manual, because they do actually include pieces of like the manga where it appears in. You got some line art. You have the Gundam Aesculepius in its transformed mode. Again, I can't shake the feeling that it feels like an underwater machine. I do like how it has the same kind of mono-eye sensor that you see on all Oz mobile suits, even though this thing's a Gundam. And just as I wanted to put the manual away, I noticed something that I never saw before. It lists the armor material as Gundanium alloy, as we all know it when we watch Gundam Wing, but it also lists it as G metal. which, as far as I can remember, is something that I've never heard it referred to as G metal. It sounds like an album of like metal covers of Gundam songs as opposed to Gundam rock. And that's all for the unboxing of the Gundam Aesculepius from G-Unit. If you also read G-Unit, let me know down below what you thought of the manga series. Overall, I really did enjoy it. I like how the main character kind of evolved from wanting to join Oz to seeing like, oh, they're not quite that nice, aren't they? They did pull kind of a cliche with his brother, but hey, so be it. Other than that, the mech designs of G-Unit is pretty interesting. The layouts were a little bit too much for my taste, but these original machines are definitely really nice. So, I guess all that's left now is for me to build this thing, and that's all for this video. A big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow with a review of this thing.